medium tanks developed as well. Why is the game on 3 speed? That's because I've just set it to that, so it gives me something to keep an eye on when we're going through conquests and stuff. So it doesn't get away from me on another front. Now that we're going through a quieter phase, we can probably speed that up a little bit. I need to have a think of what's going to go on here. We've got some extra troops that we can use for a garrison somewhere. What's this? Czechoslovakia appeals for help. The ambassador from Czechoslovakia has come to us with an urgent request for help. Recently, Hungary has launched a major destabilization campaign aimed at southern Slovakia. Their goal is clear. They want to create a pretext for an invasion to protect people they consider their citizens. I don't think Czechoslovakia exists anymore. It's gone. France issues warning concerning southern Slovakia. Well, clearly that shouldn't be firing at this point. Well, I'll just warn Hungary because they're gonna go to war with us anyway. So that's no great loss. I don't think the UK is going to invade France. They're currently allies with us. Thankfully, they should have sent some forces across. Oh, they have. They sent a few. They stuck them on the Maginot Line. Yeah, that wasn't where I really wanted them. You are in a war, aren't you? You are fully there. Good. What have we got here? We've got Expeditionary Force request from the United Kingdom. Wants to send 12 divisions to help us out. Okay. Hang on. You are at war with Germany, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, it's nice that they want to send them, but my experience of this is that as soon as they send them, they'll very quickly ask for them back. And if I've been relying on them, I will accept. Lend-lease. No, I don't want to lend-lease. We shall see what goes on there. Right. Where are we up to? We can probably speed this up, can we? That's looking fine down there. Okay, so we're now going into the turtle phase, where we've managed to get our borders secure. And the next plan is to just hold the line and build up until we can counter-attack. And the counter-attack is obviously going to be through Italy. Let's get all these troops here. So they're not needed there. Oh, can I not do them both at once? That sucks. I want to move them up to up here, but it's not going to let me do it unless I do them individually. I'm in two minds whether to bring these divisions up with us or to use them to invade. Ah, actually, the British have gone in, but it's messed up already. So there's something not right here. We're not got enough supplies going in. Let me fix that. 2, 3. That'll get it up to level 6. That'll hopefully be enough. We've got some. Yeah, we've got factories kicking in now, so things are going an awful lot better. We've got more air experience. Air doctrine. What's the next one? Naval mission efficiency. Yes, go on, because we are building naval bombers. You ever played a campaign where the US stays in isolation? I don't think so. I've played a game where they didn't get involved as much, but they had joined the war. But I've never played one where they totally stayed out of it. Those guys are fighting off the Italians again. Right, let's get moving a bit. Where have we got? Oh, these are the British division. Oh, hang on. Has it sent me? It sent me a load here. What the hell is? What did they send me? What have we got? That's 10. Soviet Union declared war on Estonia. I'll bring these guys over here. There should be some more somewhere. Where did it put them? Attention. Alright, knock them into there. Another one. Second Ugandan colonials. Fact. Where was I putting them? Over here. Come over here, fellas. Okay, so we've got a right old funny mix of stuff. They could be used as a garrison, but the moment I rely on them, they'll get pulled away, I'm sure. I'll put them in a I'll put them in the North Africa bit. Hey, we've shot someone down. Very nice. And we'll put, I don't know, I'll put a Romanian leader in charge of them. And we'll just get them training up. And then we'll see what we do with them afterwards. We have a naval air wing. Excellent. Okay, let's drop this over this area here. See if we can catch any enemy ships. Yeah, the US 1940. It's a bit early for the US to get involved. Soviet Union has taken Estonia, which is no great surprise. I wonder if the Soviet Union and Germany will go to war in this. I do hope so, because it makes my life a lot easier. If they don't, then the Soviet Union tends to push through Turkey and down this area, and then we end up, at some point, getting drawn into a war with them as one faction joins the Allies, and suddenly that's it, it all kicks off. We're defending Madagascar, by the way. Good. How are we doing for XP? How are we doing for aircraft? What have we got? Have we got anything spare? Yes, I've got some more close air support. Cool. I'm going to train those guys up. So we're not currently planning any battles. Let's speed this up a bit. Let's see, unread naval convoy. China's not doing so well. What have we got? This is the trouble when it goes at 5 speed. Everything suddenly flies by all at once. That was some good work with our submarines. We've got a bit of stuff knocked out. Got to weaken the Italian Navy. Okay, so we need to think about this. Develop the metropole. So gain base stability 5%. That is low. Is what's causing that? Oh, devalue the franc. Okay. Fair enough. We need to get the stability up. The auto routes adds infrastructure. But when you start getting in these, it's like investing in these. Is this the one? There's one of these. Colonial industry, is it? Adds 2 civilian factories to every colonial state previously invested in. So I think the idea is to get all these before you trigger this. I don't know if you can trigger it afterwards. I am not sure. But can we just go steaming down here to the metropolitan states? Well, that's only that one, isn't it? I don't need to do these. These are colonial ones, yeah? Because I would like to steam down here to get this. Well, we can definitely develop the colonies. I don't think we need to worry about that one just at the moment. But this would be nice. Sorry, I just heard an engine out here. Can't see who it is, though. Always curious as to who's driving around in my driveway. It shouldn't be. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see. A few naval results. I need to keep a bit of an eye on this, just in case there's something that, like my big fleet gets absolutely hammered and I'm not aware of it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Communists in government. Communist movement in France, fueled by broad dissatisfaction among the working class and radical trends among academics, has grown large enough to lead the formation of several parties. After one of these has gained considerable support... Oh, right, okay. We're not doing reform because the popularity of communism is massive at the moment. But at the same time, I don't want to lose a load of bloody stability. I think I'm going to have to take the stability hit, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Screw it. That's going to hurt a little bit. My stability is going to plummet. There are things that we can do to improve that, though. Later on. Improve worker conditions. Don't think there's anything just there, is there? We can go prospecting for resources. We can grow rubber in Madagascar. That's actually quite useful. Production of 8 in Madagascar. Go on, I'm going to do that. Because Madagascar looks reasonably safe at the moment. What have we got? Oh, we've got a new army coming up here. This is going to be sweet. Okay. Put them in the French theatre for now until we figure out what we're doing. I need to sort this out as well, because this is a a mess. Like, who's that? Are these the exiles? These look like the exiles here. We need a proper French infantry commander. Do we have any to spare? Yeah, we do. Wasn't he... I thought he was leading the cavalry somewhere. Okay. I might have messed up somewhere. Anyway, get the boys training. We'll accelerate at 5 times speed for a little bit. So now we're starting to fill up with anti-tank guns. Finland's going to feel the cost from the USSR. We should be able to stop the Germans if they just try coming over, especially as we've got the forts built up there now. They're still level 5s. They're coming at the back of the list. Everything else is at level 7 down there. And we've got the port in Corsica, the naval base being improved. Then there's 3 forts left to go. Nice. And the civilian factories are increasing from the territory that we've taken. We are going in the right direction at last. So, who are these? These were just the... Right, those are the... Yes, those are fine. This is stuff that's holding the Maginot Line, the Alps, and the Northern Line. And then we've got that division, or that armoured corps. And this. I'm sure the lights just flickered in here again. Who's that? Oh, these guys are holding in Corsica. Right. Yeah, they're doing a good job as well. Hold there, boys. Hold there. What we can do... Oh, nice. We've got to improve this again. Let's see what we can get. The Nazis aren't going over those forts, thankfully. The forts have done the job and they have held. Oh, research speed sounds good. What can we get? Ideology, drift defense, political power gain. Well, that's always nice. A war industrialist. Armaments organizer. Nope, don't like that. Captain of industry. Ah, there's the guy who does... he does do railway construction speed then. That's pretty nice. Bases. And that's for the operatives. Alright, let's move on to something else. Let's go for... Can we add a tank designer? We're going to go for a mobile tank designer. Speed and reliability is up. Or medium. Reliability and soft attack. Soft attack and armor. I can't have that one because I haven't researched the thing. What else have we got? Chief of Navy. Chief of Air Force. Ground support specialist. Oh, these are cheap. I feel like I should probably put some of these in. Air superiority. He's an air reformer. Air experience comes easy in this one. So I'm going to go for... He's a ground support specialist, but it gives air superiority. Okay. Still, it sounds pretty good. So let's go with that. Military high command. I like the cheap ones. A capital ship specialist. Army logistics. Division attrition. I think I might put that in. That looks good. Attrition looks like it's going to be a thing with managing supplies. And the question is, is anything else going to really matter? Cavalry expert. Cavalry attack and defense. I have not recruited any. That's something we can fix. Air combat training. Tactical bombing, which we're not doing much of. I think I might go for logistics. Let's put that in. There's always room for more. Can we put a chief of the... What about this? Do we have any cheap theorists? No, not cheap enough anyway. Chief of the Navy? Naval Aviation. We can't afford those now. Okay. Let's hold off on the rest of that. We'll save the points. You get training. Please, if you'll join those. Let's edit the cavalry. Oh, these aren't too bad. All right. So it's a basic template, which is fine. Let's add in... They don't have engineers. Oh, they need engineers. Do I want to add in anti-tank support? We're going on the offensive. Support anti-air. That plus the artillery might be enough. There was something else I wanted to put in here. Maybe logistics. I'll hold off on the last one. So save that. Let's go and train those guys up. Get me... Do we have any cavalry left? I felt like I had some somewhere. There was some in Corsica, wasn't there? One. Do we have one cavalry unit left? Oh, he's not even French. I think we lost them all, didn't we? Might explain why the general came back to my control. Okay, let's recruit 24. Because we can't afford all the trucks at the moment, so we're going to go for cavalry instead. And they can be set up in there. Is a nuclear research tree available? And it's all, I think. I think we can all go for it. Right, new weapons coming on. I really want Marines. Yeah, I really want Marines, even ahead of new aircraft. It's really hurting me only having 3 research slots now. We have to get that changed. So, despite a shaky start and a possible near disaster that was narrowly averted, my starting strategy for France has worked. We could, if we wanted to, recruit some of these fellas. We've got like 14,000 Yugoslavians, 19,000 Romanians, loads of Polish. But I was kind of worried about losing leadership of the faction. They haven't got enough men deployed. And they've nearly got enough factories. Okay, so if I increase my factories, which I'm going to be doing with this developing the metropole, and increasing the number of soldiers deployed, because we have decent numbers now, we'll hopefully retain leadership of the faction. If I recruit those Poles, it's like free manpower. But if they leave and then go and fight for the British, which is fine, but I think they'll take the equipment with them. So we want this, don't we? It's going to get just 2 building slots. We can build 1 more civilian factory. Don't think that's as useful as I thought, but it's this that I want to go for. And yeah, okay, let's go for that. We've got to build up the French economy now. AI typically don't take over factions. I don't know. I've never got close enough for them to actually do it. I've had the warning up a lot, but I've never actually seen it happen, so I don't know. I've got to say, getting the air experience now to blast through this has been a piece of cake. Absolute piece of cake. Strategic bombing is not worth it to me. Interception detection plus 15%. I think at this point, I'm going to save those points, and we're going to put it into a better aircraft when we get one available. We don't have anyone in charge of the Navy. Wait, can we click to add Spirit of the Academy? I should have looked at this. So that's cost... Okay, we can't do that, but we could do it to this, couldn't we? Spirit of the Air Force. Aircrew surveys. So air accident chances... Oh, okay. Effective training program. Dive bombing. Close air support research speed. Design cost. Okay, that's nice. Air advisor cost. I guess we've already put an air advisor in, have we? I'm assuming that's what it means. Industry liaisons. That's going to improve the research speed of everything. For 75 experience, I think that's pretty good. Okay, I quite like that one. I quite like the dive bombing. But it's just the cost, isn't it? And the research speed. Whereas that gets me research speed anyway. Yeah, I think that's the one we want in there. And the Spirit of Air Force Command, we'll come back to later. Mission efficiency, home defense, air wing experience lost when killed. Oh, that's quite good. So that the units will stay generally more experienced. Escort efficiency, ground attack factor. These are really, really nice things to put in here. Really nice things. Okay, so we've got cavalry recruiting. We're going to have Marines researched soon. Or at some point. This is like a never-ending grind coming across here, isn't it? Tempted to try and build a fort there. Okay, the Marines are in progress. That's okay. We're up to scratch with that. We do need to get medium tanks on the go. But we also urgently need to get aircraft. What's the engineering status? Yeah, so the nuclear tree is here just as before. Right, that lot can stay. But we need better aircraft. So we're going to get the better fighters. It is the time to do it. And we're going to spend whatever XP we have left improving that when they come online. Expeditionary force from Belgium. Free military factories. Nice. Get me... Can't build tanks yet. I haven't got the medium tanks designed at all. Oh, this is going slow. Improving things is hard work. I see we need a lot of new artillery. What about the... Right, these aren't too bad. That's going to catch up. Yeah, that's going to catch up real soon. And the air defences? Not so soon, but... well, there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Why do I... Oh, because I've set a load of cavalry off, haven't I? Okay. Yeah, we better get some military factories onto the artillery. It's going to be one of my key things. Okay, so while the Italians are busy watching that end of the island, I am very tempted to land an invasion on the other end. And screw them over. You guys are okay, aren't you? Can I edit that template a bit? So I have no idea what this looks like. It could do with... it could do with some more... those. And we want to try and get the organisation up. The organisation is low on this. I should probably leave it like that. I don't want to waste too much on light tank efforts until we have XP spare. Because, of course, putting these in doesn't really... I don't have tanks to fill these up anyway. Unless I get rid of a couple. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like that for now because I'm not sure. But I will make them elite so they get replacements a little bit quicker. What can we do with those British troops? They would be okay for this job, wouldn't they? We have... There is 11 of them somewhere. Oh, there's one over there. They've given me someone. How odd. Alright, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send them to here. And the rest of the division. We're going to move them up there and we're going to plan the naval invasion with these troops because I feel like they're expendable to try and take this place. Will I ever do a Hitman playthrough? I might if there's a new version comes out. I don't think I'll go back and play the other ones now. But yeah, it does look like something I could have fun with. So don't quote me on that because I might suddenly find myself short of a good game to play after Christmas. And then I might look at some of the Hitman games because they have been pretty decent from what I gather. Another ace pilot promoted. Lend-lease, which we don't want. Improved computing machine. Should we get the other aircraft researched? We're going with those. I mean, there's no point making the older stuff when we could be making better stuff, is there? Can't remember. Was there something else I was going to research first? Either way, we need it and we can set it off building straight away. So we have... Nice. We've got some ground attacks standing by. If I position these guys over here... Do you think... Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. I can position them in there. And... have I just moved the wrong ones? It seems to have selected some others. I didn't have those selected. I swear I did. What's it done? What's the game done? Something's gone odd. No, I don't want you going to Corsica. I want you staying here. In fact, stand down. Cancel missions. Except you were supposed to be flying missions over there. And the fighters, who are in bits. Yeah, you can fly over southern France and just keep that occupied. So it's this guy wants to move over here. Thank you. That's what we wanted. Okay. And ground assault for this. And hopefully not get chewed up by enemy aircraft too much. I'd love to put 100 fighters over there. But I don't think I have... No, I don't have enough at the moment. I could do another Crusader Kings 3 playthrough. I'd like to do that. I need to decide where I'm going to own Crusader Kings 3, because I've played it on Game Pass so far. So I don't want to buy any of the DLC for it, because if it goes off Game Pass, well, I'd have to buy the thing fully on Game Pass at the moment. My subscription covers access to it. So I need to pick it up on Steam, I think, before I go for any DLC. And then, yeah, I would like to play that again. I was thinking about it earlier, actually. I can fancy a good game of medieval intrigue and corruption and betrayal. Right then, let's... You guys, I don't know how you're going to be... How are you going to do this? But let's see if this will work. Naval Invasion from there to there. And I'm hoping that it's empty at the moment. We've got 10 divisions. Okay, so we can't fit the full lot in. That's okay. Did it say how long? 70 days. No problem. The sea is ours at the moment. Just reminds me I've got some submarines to pop in here. The attack subs. Let's send some reinforcements there. Just realised these lots, for reasons unknown to me... Oh, they're repairing? Okay, that's fine then. They do have the orders, they're just repairing. 2 mine submarines. Go and join that. We'll be losing a few of these. I do expect to. I need to research some better submarine models. We have another destroyer. That's okay. I think our destroyers are doing an alright job. Again, I need to research some naval models as well. But we are working on all this. Hungary joins the Axis. Yeah, okay. Let them come across our forts if they want. Greece has joined the faction. Then everyone gets called to war, as always. So we've captured a German operative. Nice! We have ways of making you talk. I don't think we have to do anything with this. I think it just naturally happens. Speaking of which, can I see... We're supposed to be decrypting that, but where's my operative? Ah, there we go. So he's making an intelligence network in Rome at the moment. Another 51 days to do that. And once that's happened, there are other things we can do, like infiltrate the civilian government and stuff like that. But I kind of want more operatives, because if I set him to do it, it will then remove the network he's built up. And you just start from scratch building it up again, but I'd rather not worry about that if we can help it. So many things we need to do. So I'm not getting a lot of naval experience. Probably because I'm telling my ships and stuff to stay out of the way. The war should be going quite a bit better now. Yeah, Italy's lost a lot. A lot to me. It's because they're charging across these straits. Oh, well, let them keep it up. I mean, the poor guys there, they don't have any anti-tank ability, but the tanks, luckily for me, aren't good enough, and the Italians aren't using Marines to go across. Otherwise, that might cost a problem. Or create a problem, I should say. What can we do with this? No, I'm going to save those points, wasn't I? I was going to save it until we get the new aircraft. So, this, however, this we can play with. What are we researching? Well, I could go for an aircraft designer. I go for this. The light aircraft, we get agility, max speed. The medium one, that's... We're not making any of those planes, so I don't need to worry about that. Or those. Or those. So there's nothing that actually covers close air support in these aircraft designer things, so I'll go for the light one. Because we will at least get better fighters. So the new fighters in the spirit of the French Air Force, are going to be fast and nimble, and that's what we want. Yeah, I would like to do Crusader Kings 3 again. I've loaded it up a couple of times to look at it, and then not dared start it, because I know that it'll just sap my time away. Greece is getting destroyed. That's okay. We kind of expect that. We've invested in metropolitan France, so... See, if I go with this... Okay, so this will... So Aquitaine and Limousin will get 2 building slots. And this suggests that I will get 2 civilian factories in those. But what if I... It says just previously invested in. I think it just follows on from that. It won't add that as well, will it? If I added that in. I think it's only these. Otherwise, I'd be getting, like, far too many... Yeah, I'd be getting, like, 10 military factories from that. That's too good, surely. This, however... this works for all of these. Let's go that and that. That's my next 2 options for national focuses. We want those. We'll slowly improve. You can't make minefields on the ground, but you can build forts, and your troops will dig in and entrench if left in position long enough. But you can lay mines, naval mines. You can do that via submarines, ships, or later on aircraft. I think you can develop that as well. I feel like I should have a... Yeah, I'm going to have a garrison and border force. Strikes. Production in several factories has slowed down dramatically over the last few days as the workers have declared a strike on all war production, demanding peace and bread. They have so far refused all attempts to negotiate a settlement. Some of the government have advocated a sharp military response followed by a swift execution of the ringleaders as enemy agents and traitors. However, others in the civil service have recommended a more measured approach, pointing out that a heavy-handed response may well backfire if the soldiers involved are not as loyal as we thought they were. So I can ignore it. Not a good idea. We can make a demonstration of military force, which could go bad. Or make propaganda heroes out of the people still willing to work. We've got a better chance of that. I'm going to go for that one. It costs more political power. This is something else France has to deal with. Its economy and its industry are like 2 of the major problems. 2, 3, 4, 6. Right, give me 16 divisions in the middle. I'd love to use like irregulars for this, or, you know, exiled troops. But I did that once before, years ago, when I was playing as France. And I had like an army of, I don't know, Romanian soldiers guarding the Pyrenees. And Spain actually got involved in the war, went to war with me. And then the Romanians went home. We must have liberated Romania. And suddenly I had no army on the border. So I've come to be wary of the exiled troops in important jobs like that. Tinker Taylor, thank you for the follow there. We just need soldier and spy now, and we've got the set.